15-3 run with my free football selections over the past couple weeks after cashing in twice more on Saturday, giving you double-digit blowout winners on Florida Atlantic and East Carolina. In just a moment, I'm going to break down your Sunday night game between the Broncos and the Patriots, that little game everybody's going to be watching this evening. Plus, a rundown of who's hot and who's not, and that conversation absolutely has to start with the amazing Shawn Michaels, who's just been on an incredible roll over the past 2 weeks here and cashed in once more with another 100-dimer yesterday and has a 100-dimer going once more tonight. Plus, money-saving discount coupon codes and offers as well. And that, of course, we'll have to talk about Brett Atkins, who has another 100-dimer that you're going to get in the discounted price range today for another NFL selection. But first, guys, listen, I want to backtrack here just a moment to something I said in a video report a couple of days ago where I expressed my personal dismay and the disappointment of all the handicappers here at the site that Anthony Red was not voted People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year. Of course, that honor was bestowed upon Maroon 5 frontman and The Voice judge, Adam Levine, and we were just terribly, terribly disappointed. We thought Anthony Red got ripped off. However, doing my internet research the past couple of days in handicapping, I happened to come across the fact that Adam Levine has a Victoria Secret's Angel as a girlfriend. Oh, maybe you've seen her picture before? You can see that, can't you? Maybe if that one doesn't work, maybe you can see this particular picture of her. I can't pronounce her name, but frankly, Adam, if that's your girl, you deserve Sexiest Man Alive. And I'm sorry, Anthony Red, maybe next year. Listen, it may take time, but we are committed here, committed to have A-Red as the Sexiest Man Alive next year. And I'm telling you, my phone is going to go off again within minutes of this video going live here today. Okay, let's get to it, guys. Let's talk about Shawn Michaels. I mean, my God, what an incredible run. I talk about him every single day here on the video reports, and why not? Going today for winning day number 61 out of 90. Over the past 2 weeks, he is 11-1-1 with 100-dime max wager releases. And really, he's 12-1 with those plays because last Sunday, cashing in with the Saints against San Francisco, he took it as a push, even though, as I did as well, even though 99% of you out there, I think, actually won that game by buying the insurance. But still, 11-1-1. And today, his one and only 100-dime marquee game of the year, your Broncos Patriots side. Matter of fact, I think he is the only handicapper at the site that turned to that game as his best bet here today. 40-16 with 100-dime NFL releases over the past 4+ seasons, including Atlanta as the home dog on Thursday, Carolina delivering on Monday night, Indianapolis 2 Thursdays ago, Buccaneers outright over Miami 2 Mondays ago. This play is just as strong. 8-1 this year with 100-dime college football side selections, including the dog, Navy, in triple overtime outright at San Jose State on Friday, Buffalo over Miami of Ohio on Tuesday, Auburn over Georgia last Saturday, UCLA over Washington 2 Friday nights ago. And of course, yesterday, hitting his one and only 100-dime college football total of the year with Florida Atlantic and New Mexico State going over the posted price. Bottom line is this. Over the past 6 months, he has had 91 plays, 60 wins, 29 losses, 2 pushes, $10 better, has made a little over $20,000 with those plays, and that's net $20,000. And today, one and only 100-dime marquee game of the year, of course, the Broncos Patriots side. Listen, you want to save money on Shawn's pick or the purchase of any particular thing here at the site? One-time usage coupon, November 24, no TH at the end, November 24, November, and the number 24. That'll save you $24 off a single purchase today. Let's talk about Brett Atkins, as we've done each of the past 3 Sundays. Today, Brett Atkins, 100-dime NFL Total of the Year winner, number 4 in a row. You got number 3 last Sunday with Seattle and Minnesota going over easily. You got that winner for $14. 2 weeks ago, it was the Ravens and Bengals under. You got that winner for $9. Before that, it was the Redskins Broncos over in Denver. You got that winner for $5. And this is bigger today than the 75-dime winner that you got for just $14 on the Falcons Saints under easily on Thursday night. He's going for winning day number 7 out of 9 overall, and over the past 8 days, $10 bettors have won almost $4,000 today. 100-dime NFL Total of the Year winner, part number 4, save $80 simply by using coupon code BRETT80. BRETT80, BRETT, and the number 80. Also, want to point out that Craig Davis, in the NFL, this is his bread and butter. The guy used to be president of fantasyfootball.com. $10 better up a little over $9,700 since late in the 2011 season. And, of course, 5 straight Super Bowl winners as well. Today, 100-dime winner, number 21 out of 33 in all sports over the past 2 years. AFC teaser of the year, Jets, Baltimore side and total, bigger than his 75-dime teaser winners on New Orleans and under against Atlanta on Thursday night. And how about Scott Delaney, guys? Delaney today. He's had 2 100-dime releases so far this football season, and he hit them both. Last Sunday was his first in the NFL, as he scored with Seattle in the blowout of Minnesota. Yesterday, his first in college football, Nebraska Pick'em. Nip and tuck game, but coming away with the 23-20 win at Penn State. 34-19-1 run with 100-dime plays in all sports combined over the past 2.5 years. Today, once again, biggest release of the entire football season. 100-dime winner number 3 in a row, Jets and Baltimore. $10 bettors up a little over $3,900 the past 16 days. Not a bad 2.5-week run following Scott Delaney. And finally, the last one I want to tell you about today, Jeff Benton. Going back to really the end of the NBA playoffs, 75-dime plays really have been money in the bank. Today, going for 75-dime winner number 22 out of 31, his NFC North total of the year, and it's the $5 play of the day. 75-dime winner on the Falcons on Thursday night. 75-dime winner on the Buccaneers over Atlanta last Sunday. 75-dime winner on the Colts at Tennessee a couple of Thursdays ago. Bigger than his 50-dime winner on East Carolina yesterday in a road rout of NC State. $5 play of the day, coupon code JEFF5, Jeff, and the number 5. Remember, 21-9 run with those 75-dime releases. 19 of them you've gotten as $5 play of the day selections since going back to April when the NBA playoffs were still going. So those are your coupons. Remember, they're also on the homepage of the site. Let's get to a breakdown of this Patriots-Broncos game. And listen, no doubt about it, marquee games are always the toughest ones to win. And, of course, anybody betting on this particular game, if they happen to bet on the Patriots-Saints game earlier this season, another big marquee showdown, it has to have a little trepidation based on the way the Patriots came back and snatched the win and the cover away from the Saints in the final 5 seconds in that particular contest. Obviously, Shawn Michaels is not shying away from it. Every other handicapper here at the site decided there was better action on the board. That's not to say Shawn is right or they're wrong. It's just the way it is. I'm looking at the game, and listen, I'll be honest with you. It's a difficult game to handicap in terms of a side because you saw the pictures of Peyton Manning with the high ankle sprain, how heavily taped he was in last week's game against Kansas City. But the Broncos' offensive line afforded him plenty of protection in that game. He was not hit. And that was the key going into that game. He couldn't take any more abuse to that ankle. Yes, it affects his ability to plant because it's his plant foot, the one that's going to take all the pressure. And yes, it's still injured. You just don't get over a high ankle sprain in a couple of weeks. It's a 6 to 8 week injury. But obviously, he's playing through it. Wes Welker, of course, he wants to have a big game today in his return to Foxborough, to put it to Robert Kraft, to put it to Belichick, to put it to everybody on the Patriots after he was really, offered a rinky-dink contract, 2 years, $10 million for me and you. We'd take it in a minute. But anyway, he goes to Denver. He has recovered and passed the NFL baseline tests for the concussion, so he will be in action here today as well. You've got a Patriots defense, though, here that has given up at least 24 points in 4 of their last 5 games. You got a Broncos team that, started this season by going over in 8 straight games, but the past 2 weeks, as Peyton has been beaten up, they've scored a season low in points. 28 at San Diego, 27 at home against Kansas City. So they've stayed under in those last couple of games. It's going to be a cold night in New England here. Here's an interesting thing that I came across on my research for this particular game. Last 4 games that Peyton Manning has played where the opening game kickoff temperature has been under 40 degrees, and it's definitely going to be under tonight in Foxborough. He's averaged 72.5% in terms of completions, 327 yards, and 3 touchdowns versus 1 interception. Now, those are his 4-game averages. Ironically, and FYI, he has a passer rating, which is excellent, of 102.8 in that 4-game stretch. Ironically, this all goes back to November 2010 when, as a member of the Colts, he was at New England and he threw for 396 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in a Colts loss to the Patriots. So let's not talk anymore about the cold weather affecting Peyton. Bottom line here, you got a price in this game that is fairly priced to 2.5 with Denver. I lean a little toward the Broncos, but I got to be honest with you. I'm going to be watching the game as a fan tonight. My best bet on the board as I go for football winner number 6 in a row is actually Detroit and Tampa on the early card today. My second best play today, the game that I really came this close to using as my 6th straight football winner, was actually the over in this particular game. It's sitting at 53 and a half points. Okay? I know the Patriots have had a resurgence in their ground game here of late, but this game ultimately is going to come down to Brady and Manning because these guys are both aggressors. They're both going to be putting the ball in the air and always going for the jugular. 53 points, I think it's low, even with the cold weather and everything else, even with Manning's injury. I think somewhere around 57 to 59 points are going to be scored in the game. So again, I think the over, making the Broncos 9-2 on the season over, is going to be the play in this one. Well, that'll do it for you guys today. I wish you best of luck, and I will talk to you again on Monday when we do this once more. Pretty good Monday night game, an interesting Monday night game, I'll say. 49ers looking to rebound from 2 straight losses against a Washington Redskins team that has a little internal turmoil, if you ask me. Take it easy, and I'll talk to you again on Monday.